The European Union caves to Donald Trump and announces that they will be dropping all of their tariffs to zero on the United States. Also, China is panicking after Donald Trump issues a major warning to them, threatening to issue additional 50% tariffs, which would send China back to the Stone Age. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel, but let's listen to the head of the European Union say they are willing to drop all tariffs on the United States.
These tariffs come first and foremost at immense costs for US consumers and businesses. But at the same time, they have a massive impact on the global economy. Especially hard hit are the developing countries. And this is a major turning point for the United States. Nonetheless, we stand ready to negotiate with the United States. Indeed, we have offered 0 for 0 tariffs for industrial goods, as we have successfully done with many other trading partners. Because Europe is always ready for a good deal, so we keep it on the table.
A couple things I took from that. Number one, it looks like Donald Trump's tariffs work. And number two, which is the bigger problem that I think a lot of American Democrats are missing, thinking that we're just being antagonistic to our European allies, which is how come they have free trade agreements with other nations but not with the United States? We pay a majority of NATO defense, and let's call it what it is. It's a European defense umbrella. It's us essentially paying for the privilege of Europe not getting into tiny little spats with each other every other decade as they've done for the past couple thousand years. So we pay to protect them. We allow them to not invest what they need to be in military defense. And that allows them to spend their money on their social welfare programs that then they turn around and demonize the United States for not also having. So we pay for them to live safe in fairy tale world, and we can't even get some solid free trade out of that. We run a trade deficit to the tune of a couple $100 billion a year on top of everything else we're doing for Europe. That's why we're upset at our allies, because they're not at all grateful for what the United States does for them. They expect it. They think they're entitled to it. We put the priorities of the entire globe over the priorities of our citizens. And now that that mindset is changing, it's unraveling the entire global order, which highlights the flaws in the current system in the first place. Now, the Prime Minister of the UK came out today, echoed the same message that maybe it's time to get rid of these tariffs on America.
And in all my discussions, that nobody welcomes tariffs. That has been my consistent position because I think directly or indirectly, they damage all of us. And that is why we're working so hard here in the UK and the measures we're taking in our economy, such as those announced today, to turbocharge the resilience of our economy and to step into that space, and why I've spent a lot of the last few days talking to international leaders about how we lower trade barriers and trade more openly as a nation. That does not detract from the fact that the US is a very close partner of the United Kingdom. On trade and the economy, of course, look at the product coming out of here going very much to North America. It's not in our interest to simply rip up that relationship any more than it is on defence and security and on intelligence sharing, where we 24/7 are operating with the US as our closest ally.
So like I said in a previous video, the Europeans and all these other nations, they can do their posturing. They can make it seem like they hold the leverage. They can pretend like America needs them more than they need us. But at the end of the day, this recent stock market turbulence proves one thing. It reminded every single world partner, it reminded every single country on the globe that the United States is in charge. And we're not just gonna sit back anymore and let our citizens be the ones who experience the pain of having entire industries offshored. The entire world is going to feel that same pain. And then maybe they'll want to play by some fair rules.